Okay, so like most of you already know, I'm a fellow of the MTN MIP program. That's the MTN Media Innovation Program that started in the month of April, and we're in the fourth stroke fifth month of the course, and we're very close to the end of the program. As a matter of fact, I'm doing this video just to highlight a few things, especially how important social media can be, especially when it is a course that is important. All of us, 20 of us who were selected for the program, traveled from Lagos to Johannesburg, and it was quite a long flight because we had a connecting flights from Kigali. And guess what? RwandAir forgot two boxes from our fellows. It was terrible. In fact, that was what caused the delay, specifically in South Africa. South African airport, we stayed at least 2 to 3 hours trying to figure out what we can do with finding the box, or maybe at least get some sort of commitment to the fact that they've got to bring the box to the hotel where we are. So they gave us some commitment. We took it, and all of a sudden, 24 hours passed. The two boxes never arrived. That is my two most favorite people in the cohort. I'm talking about Miss Ezobi, Chimele Ezobi, and of course Lucas. So the boxes were still held up. We don't know whether they even carried it from Lagos. We don't know if they even carried it from Kigali, where we had the connecting flight. And it was quite crazy because you know the kind of thing where you're holding somebody in high esteem. You will respect them. You put them high up there as a group of people who cannot fail. And even if they do fail, I mean, you take it as one of those things, human error. And then they come with this apology that is quite good. But 24 hours after the box had not been returned, these guys went mute. They said nothing about the box. In fact, when Chimele tried to reach out to them, they were saying things like, well, they're not sure when the box is going to return. They're not sure where the box is located. So amongst ourselves, we said, you know what, let's just try them a little bit. Let's just try one of the social media platforms, which is Twitter. First of all, it was Chimele Ezobi that called our attention to it, that she needed to do something about this, because if she doesn't do it, it will look like nothing is going to happen. These guys might just go scot-free without even saying a word about the bag. Two boxes, basically. I mean, you can't do that to media executives out of Nigeria. You're gonna be in trouble. So we just went online and started calling them out. Chimele went out saying certain things, and he went to these specific posts, like you can see on the platform, and then he was calling them out basically. Nifemi also did, Blessing Abaton did, Mr. Prince Oswangu did, and a few others also did a post about the fact that it was quite discomforting and unfortunate that this is happening, and to think through it, one of the best airlines out of Africa. That's the truth. I mean, if you go and check out the top airlines in Africa, RwandAir is one of them. But we didn't want to let that, slide. We needed to protect them to the extent that, at least speaking to somebody within that circle, and the person did not give us a good response. That's the reason why we did what we did. How about to call out the First Lady and tell them to call the RwandAir guys to question? I mean, it's even bad that you forgot someone's box in Kigali or in Lagos, and you're not even apologizing, you're not reaching out. And when you were reached out to, you were saying stuff that is unheard of, an international flight. And we called that. I personally was one that wrote to the First Lady of Rwanda, and I said, Madam, please call your guys to order. It's very important you do this. so that we wouldn't have any issue with the airline. Guess what? This happened on August 31st. By the morning of 1st of September, the bag was in the hotel where we were located. And this was the same people who earlier said they didn't know when the flight is going to return. They didn't know where the box is located. They can't locate the box. Few hours, all of a sudden, you guys got the box. Not just finding the box, but getting the box to the hotel where we're located. And I'm like, oh, wow. So you guys are scared of social media. You know what to do, but you refuse to do them because social media was calling. So I just wanted to point out a few things. I know that there are dimensions to all of these things that you may have picked. Some of you may not even agree with the line of the story, or maybe you feel that we would have done better after all. We're African brothers, yeah. But there's something I want to point out from this. Do you know how powerful you are? Like, do you know how powerful your social network can be? You have no idea. Absolutely no idea. The people you meet, the people you engage with, you know, and the clique that you form can basically assist you in getting things done, and done quickly too. As soon as Chimile called our attention, for those who are on the Media Innovation Program by the MTN, about the fact that she's not getting the nicest of response from RwandAir, we needed to just hop in on it. And just a few messages here and there, and then I think that was what made the magic. Because earlier, if there was a better response before that time, I mean, we wouldn't have gone on to start talking about it on social media. So I wanted to highlight that you have to, in some way, sometimes some of the things that we do that we let go are the inefficiency that comes back to haunt us. Now, if there was no word about this matter, I'm sure that we probably may have delayed that bag, return, or those box return for another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because before then we have had stories of people whose bags were delayed for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and sometimes it gets returned to the hotel where you are lodged after you had you left the hotel, and then it becomes a problem whether it is in their jurisdiction to return the bag or the box back to Nigeria or the destination where you were headed. So we needed to be quick. Sometimes some of the things that you let go, sometimes some of the things that you feel it doesn't matter, does really matter. The people who were in charge of box transfers from the other plane that we were in and to the plane that we were supposed to board to South Africa were practically, maybe just in sense of negligence, or maybe an oversight, or something that they for the sake of me, I don't even know what happened, but it could be something else that may have made them forget the box or couldn't put the box as when they're supposed to put it. But I felt that the best way to deal with this kinds of thing is constant communication, which did not happen. But then we're excited though when the box arrived. Chimile's got her box, Lucas has got his box, and everyone is excited. But then again, someone has to learn a lesson from this.
RwandAir seized my luggage for 2 whole days, and there was radio silence just yesterday, and then we called them and they said they don't know when my luggage will come. I just went to our platform. I told my colleagues, okay now guys, it's time to use the power of social media to get my luggage out. Just an hour of tweeting at them, they responded. Guess who has a bag back this morning? Moi! Voila! Don't joke with social media, guys. It works. I'm a living proof. My baby's here. And I can change my clothes.
RwandAir, you guys are fantastic, frankly speaking. Our African brothers, it is very important that we put this out there. Their service up until that moment was just absolutely phenomenal. Even the flight we took from Kigali to South Africa was pretty smooth. I give it up to you, but to the extent of the loss of communication as to the bags, we can do better, okay? We can do better. This is not in any way to castigate or to bring down anybody, but it's just that we must have to be as good and as perfect as possible. So, you know, you could have return guests, you know, to your flight. After all, that's what every business wants. Anyways, I want to appreciate you. And Chimele was excited about the bags when she got it. I could imagine what she's passed through, not being with her box for more than 48 hours. It's just something that I personally would be freaking out. I mean, for me, I just have one box, and imagine that box didn't come to me.